Used a rope and someone riding it attached to a bike to get it moving. That's what I used to have when I was like much smaller and before we built the bogie. I used to have pedal go-karts, like a proper little go-kart thing with fully plastic wheels though that you could pedal, and it had two speeds. It had 2 gears. It had a little gear stick in the center of it between your legs, and you could shift between high gear and low gear. That was very cool. I miss that go-kart. The fact that it had plastic wheels meant that you could just kind of pedal backwards and make it skid. Because the pedals didn't have a freewheel mechanism, so you could just kind of stomp on a pedal and it would just stop. It would just skid the rear wheels. It was so much fun. I had one of those. It was so difficult to make it go. Neighbour had one of those in yellow with white plastic trims. Mine was all like yellow and black. I was so envious of kids with Kettler pedal carts when I was a kid. Oh, I had one of those too. The plastic wheels were the best. Do you know what finished it off? Was me doing wheel spins. Me spinning the wheels. I would specifically put the wheels into the dusty gutter so that I could pedal really hard and do a sick wheel spin and kick up loads of dusty smoke behind the car, and I'd be like, I would make the sound effect of tires screeching while the go-kart itself was just sounding like shoof, shoof, just kicking up dust. But the thing that finished it off was me doing all those wheel spins and skids, and the plastic wheels splitting in half along the middle from being worn down. Literally spun them so I burnt out those brittle plastic tires so much they just kind of split open along the center. Some more come on screen chat. Oh, the steer thing. The better TTV stuff. No, I had to take better TTV off this one, or 7TV, because it was making it really weird. And it was making deleted messages stay on the screen. What is the pew sound your car makes every few seconds? That's the turbocharger wastegate. So you know when I'm accelerating and you hear that hissing like that... that sounds like a jet engine. That's the turbocharger spinning up and compressing lots of air to push into the engine. And when you change gear, you have to briefly release the accelerator to change gear. So suddenly there's all that air rushing into the engine and you have to suddenly close the throttle. So to stop the turbocharger exploding, a little valve opens to just let the air out. And it makes a whooshing noise, and it goes pew. But this noise, hang on, yeah, that noise. Pew, pew. Whoosh, lots of air, lots of compression, and then I release, and it goes. Pew. Yeah, that's a wastegate, also known as a dump valve, because it's just dumping the air out into the atmosphere, make it a big whoosh noise. They only exist to stop turbos exploding and stop pipes blowing off when you release the accelerator. Normal road cars and a lot of modern turbocharged cars don't need those anymore because they have other methods of dealing with that are more efficient. So if you hear a car driving down a street doing this, please know that it's entirely unnecessary on a road car and someone's just trying to show off. So when that valve gets stuck, there is a lot of excitement. if your wastegate sticks closed, I think a lot would have to go wrong for that to happen. Dump valve is what a lot of the boy racers fit to their 1.2s to make them sound like it. There's actually a fake thing that like little teenage boy racers fit to their cars. There's a fake thing with like a speaker, so that when you accelerate and then you release it, it presses a little button under your pedal, and it's just a speaker that goes pew. I hear too many pops and bangs mapped hatchbacks where I live. Oh, I hate those. I hate the kids these days with their cars. The pops and bangs are trendy. People always get a crackle tune. Do you know what a crackle tune does? When you let off the accelerator, it makes your car misfire. It makes it backfire. It makes it, it delays the ignition a lot, and it keeps dumping fuel, like too much fuel into the cylinders that is unburned, and it burns out of the exhaust just to make a popping, crackling noise. And that causes a lot of wear and damage to a turbocharger if you have one of those, and a lot of wear and it destroys catalytic converters if you still have one, if your car's still legal. It destroys exhaust silencers, and it heavily wears exhaust pipes. So it's a really stupid thing to do to a daily road car. Yeah, it sends unburnt petrol down the exhaust. Yeah, it's popping and crackling. It keeps the turbo spooled up and warm, bruv. Yes, and do it. So the popping and crackling, its origin was rally cars, a feature called turbo anti-lag. I'm gonna go. I know some of you know this, but I'm enjoying being educational about cars right now. Yeah, anti-lag for rally cars. Now, when you let off the accelerator on your turbo, you lose all of that built-up pressure, and the turbo starts to slow down. And that means when you get on your throttle on the next gear, there's turbo lag. Oh no, there's a delay before you get the engine power. And when you're in a race car, that's really important. So anti-lag means that while you're changing gear, or while you're off the throttle, it ignites unburnt fuel down the exhaust to make lots of pops and bangs and crackles to try and keep the turbo spinning longer to reduce lag. Now, the positive is that your time attack rally stage time is going to improve by a couple seconds. The downside is that firing unburnt fuel through the turbine severely damages it. It really severely damages the turbo a lot. But in a rally car, they can rebuild an engine in 20 minutes between stages, so they really don't care. They're going to do lots of things to that engine which will destroy it, because they can literally just swap it out. They can just rebuild. They can put a new turbo in there in about like 4 minutes tops. Probably less than that if it's just a turbo swap. So for rally cars, it makes sense to just blast fire down the exhaust to make the car faster, and then just burn through like 3 or 4 turbos. Who cares? But in a road car, I don't think you want the expense of having to buy a new turbo just so that you get your pops and bangs. I think that's going to get expensive, but it's very silly and wasteful. There's a little loop of houses in my neighbourhood, and someone with the noisiest, poppiest motorbike known to man would just drive in circles for an hour each day to show off. I got hiccups. I hate that. So this is going to cook your noodle, I'm prepared. Here in most of the US, We do not have inspections at all. You register your car and you just bring the title and pay money and you get a plate. The place where I live has inspections. The inspection is plug in OBD and see if the ECU is throwing errors. Make sure fuel cap is in place. It's so lax. It's weird hearing about people getting temp insurance to drive to get their MOT done or whatever. That's why the US is one of the, like, the pollution from cars is disgusting. Safety, don't even get me started on vehicle safety in the US. Damn, you don't even have to have your wheels covered. You can just like drive past a pedestrian who's not paying attention and they get tangled up in your open wheels and there's no law against it. That's gross. The US allows things like the Cybertruck, which literally has hard, sharp, pointy edges on the front, which insta-kill pedestrians.
Mr. Cat, I hope you have some
That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Inspections, I disagree, QXC. Inspections would, in fact, help safety. In Europe, all new cars have to be designed with a minimum amount of pedestrian crash safety, so that if some idiot hits a pedestrian with their car, the front of the car is soft and round enough that the pedestrian doesn't die. And they just roll over the bonnet and they're injured, sure, but like they'll be fine, hopefully. Not being mangled up in an open wheel or hitting the head by a sharp edge on your stainless steel douchewagon. So yeah, just the design of cars being safer and having to remain that way to pass inspections goes a very, very, very long way towards pedestrian safety. Yeah, using your phone while driving is also really stupid and dangerous. You've made this really wonderful weekend and I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for it, man. Didn't the Cybertruck also get people's arms trapped in the boot door because it was all automated? Yeah, it's broken bones. The funny thing about the boot door on Teslas in general, and including the Cybertruck, is that if they fail to close, the next time you try, it closes harder. And if that fails, it closes even harder the next time. That's why there's a video which I strongly urge you to never look up because it'll freak you out. I don't want to see it, I just know that it exists. Yes, Sturmhagel. There's a guy trying to prove that the Cybertruck boot lid is safe. So he closes it on a carrot, right? And it closes and it bumps into the carrot and it goes, ooh, obstruction. Oopsie poopsie. And it retracts and he goes, look, see, it's safe. This carrot is hardly harmed at all. And he's like, I can stick my hand in there. So he sticks his hand in there. And because it failed to close the first time, and he tried again, it closed a lot harder the second time, and it broke his hand and fingers. And he filmed himself doing that. That's illegal in most of Europe, and that car would fail inspection. Any car that has passed European safety regulations, you can close an electric window on your fingers, and don't anyone try this, please, for goodness sake. But you can close an electric window on your fingers, and it will bounce back. It'll make you go, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, it closed on my fingers, ow, but the window will bounce back. And if you try a second time, it won't push harder, because that would be dangerous. It's really, yeah. It's the way Teslas are programmed and designed so badly. It's really awful. That's even worse if the car can be sold in Europe, but they still sell it with the dangerous firmware here. Yeah, normal Teslas, they have different stuff in Europe where it's, they're safer. They have to be. It's the law. It's the regulations. But it's funny. Somebody drove their Cybertruck to the UK. They like shipped it over, and they got pulled over, and their Cybertruck got confiscated because it's illegal. It's not roadworthy. It's too dangerous to be road legal in the UK. Well, thank you, Sturmhagel, by the way, for the chalky milk. It was in Scotland, and it got seized. Yeah, they were like, you can't drive this here. It's not road legal. Oh no. Anyway, and the guy was like, it's road legal where I come from, and they were like, yeah, buddy, you're in a different country. It's not legal here. It's too dangerous. Anywho. Yeah, I like that Jeremy Clarkson clip of like, oh no. Anyway. Even more of a cube now. I hope they crushed it. Dumbest car in the world. Oh, but yeah, the fact that like if you obstruct a thing, it just pushes harder. That's really stupid. The reason they did that was so that people would think the cars are reliable. Like if there's a problem and they're like, oh hey, why's my boot hatch not closing? Oh, it's fine now. Oh, no problem. I don't need to go back to the dealership after all. Must be a chore to break down EVs for crushing. Oh yeah, you gotta drop the battery out, and then pretty much you can just crush it after dropping the battery out. Here we go. Let's go to the home music screen for closing thoughts because it's cozy. To be fair, with normal internal combustion engine cars, you can't just drop it in the crusher as it is. You do have to prepare it, and you do have to remove certain things, and you have to remove the airbag canisters, and there are lots of like components that need deconstructing and removing from the car before you can crush it. So in that sense, EVs are not that much more difficult. They still got to take some stuff out. They got to remove the battery. Maybe the drive motors. But like it's not that much different really in terms of work. Things like the engine and the fireworks and the liquid parts. Yeah, you need to drain everything. Take the Yeah, a normal internal combustion engine car, remove the battery, drain it out, take the airbags. There was an incident where a Mercedes ripped the Cybertruck in half. It looks more beefy than it is. Oh, are you talking about SUVs? I could rant for half an hour on the SUV epidemic. It's literally just like, oh, I need to buy a bigger and tougher vehicle than everyone else so that I win in a crash. So that they get crushed and I'm safe. It's like an arms race on the road. 2,000 subs and Cubs forced to buy a crossover. As QXC, you don't have to force me. I had one for a little while. It was the business car that I gave back. A Toyota CHR. To be fair, it was a nice little car. It was just you just sit a little bit higher. And it just kind of felt nice. But you see, in Europe, we have, even for SUVs, we have this like rule where the impact height, like the height of the bumper or whatever, has to be the same across every vehicle that uses the road. Every vehicle on the road has to have the same height bumper. Which is why you see huge trucks, like industrial lorries, where on the back of their trailer, they've got they've got a crash bar that hangs very low, so that if you hit that with your car bumper will hit the truck bumper and you'll be safe. So SUVs, crossovers, anything in the UK, all of them are crash compatible, if that makes sense. All of their bumpers and impact surfaces are at the same height from the road surface. So that in theory, a little city car could crash into an 18-wheeler and they'll both impact compatibly and everyone will be fine. Two paths mean car but with more space. The sunny side is Ford C-Max, the dark side is BMW crossover. Oh, interesting. Yeah, have you noticed how in the US there are loads of vehicles with very high bumpers and very high bonnets and all of those terrible things, whereas in Europe you see vans. Vans have like noses that slope down very low for visibility and safety, and their bumpers are the same height as car bumpers, so that if a van and a car crash into each other, they're crash compatible. Speed depending though, says Yosaurus. Yeah, if you crash into each other at 200 miles an hour, everyone's gonna die. Have you noticed? Yeah, we go outside, they're all huge. But yeah, big trucks, big SUVs, everything like that in Europe, they've got low bumpers, they've got sloped bonnets so that you can see what's in front of you, and they meet the same safety regulations as all cars do. There is no exemption for SUVs from any safety rules. The problem in the US is that SUVs are exempt from a lot of safety rules because they count as work vehicles or something dumb. But in Europe, all working vehicles and heavy-duty vehicles of literally every size are all subject to the same safety regulations.
You have some chocolate milk.
So, yeah, vehicles are built a lot safer. And final chalky milk. I should really raid out. Nice. Right. Let's see who's live on Twitch. What's going on in the world of Twitch? Yeah, it's past midnight already. Hasn't time flown? Absolutely loving life.
Nice.
I'll take most of the things they do in Europe, just no dinging noises in the car, please. That was supposed to be a US only idea. Yeah, they got rid of most of the dinging when people find it annoying. European cars only ding at you if you start driving with your seatbelt off. Not just when you first get in the car, because that's annoying. Time flies when we're talking, yeah. Ah, so many amazing choices. So many very cool streamers live at the moment. 1, 2, 3 people I want to raid. 4 people I want to raid. 5 people I want to raid. Six people I want to raid. I gotta pick one now. They ding now if you drive too fast though. Yeah, the speed warning. People rate a lot of cars now on like how easy it is to turn that off. That's my least favourite new car rule. It's so annoying. Oh, you're going 21 miles per hour in a 20 zone? Ding! 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 Shut up! I'm driving. Very good, very good. What? Yeah, it's every new car sold in Europe has the speed limit warning. It's got a little camera that sees the speed limit sign and it sets the speed limit and it beeps at you if you go too fast. It's gross. And it's disgusting. I've been watching new car reviews, Sturmhagel. I would like to politely ask for no more chalky milk redeems because I'm literally out now. And I'm about to raid. I was watching a recent car review, and they were like, "Oh, it's a very reasonable city car." And when you get into the driver, once you start the engine, the button to disable the speed limit warning is it's right there. It's right in front of you. So you just have to switch on the engine, and you just press that once, and the speed limit warning switched off. Lovely. We'd love to see that. You don't have to go diving through menus in your onboard settings digital computer system or anything. So they were praising the car for how it's just one button press to disable the speed limit beep every time you start the car. It's really funny. /raid. So this evening we're gonna raid Bukism, who's been a viewer during my subathon a few times. She's very cozy and lovely and quiet, and I think you'll appreciate her at this time of night. She's playing Ape Escape 3. Sorry, I don't drive. Why is that gross? Because, Rosie, if it's like being nagged all the time. If you're in a 20 zone and you accidentally go 21 briefly, it's like ping, 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 and you're like, okay, shut the freak up, you dumb car. I'm the human here. I'm in charge. Or like maybe you're slowing down. You've just been driving in a 50 zone and you're slowing down on your way into a 30 zone, and you pass the sign and you're still doing 33 miles per hour as you continue to slow down. And it goes ping, ping, ping. You weren't slowed down to 30 quick enough. Ping, ping, ping. And I think it's going to be very harmful to everyone, because it's going to make reasonable drivers very angry with their car pinging at them all the time, and also angry about speed limits in general. I don't think causing a distraction is quite the issue. I think it's the attitude it's going to encourage. People are going to be angry at speed limits and complain about them a lot more than they did before, and it's going to exasperate this whole war on cars issue that isn't real, but it's something people moan about. It's not positive encouragement exactly. I'm assuming speed limits have small margins of error, so you could go 22, 23 max in a 20 zone. No, that's a myth. The law says 20. In a 20 mile per hour zone in the UK, 21 miles per hour is illegal. It's the maximum limit. Anyway, instead of ranting for another half an hour, I'm gonna raid Bukism. Please enjoy my raid message. Please copy it to your clipboard. I'm gonna go to bed. And give Bukism all my love. She deserves it. It's been real. It's been hella real. I've tremendously enjoyed your company for a 6th day in a row. Really, really appreciate you and love you all. Every single person who's viewed, let alone gifted and donated and stuff. I'm eternally grateful. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you tomorrow for more of the same. Bye for now. Bye.